I have an incurable blood cancer, follicular lymphoma, which has caused me to have a second incurable lung condition called bronchiectasis. Between these two conditions, I don't have a lot of mobility, and when I'm out and about, I actually need a wheelchair, otherwise I can't get out and about. Now, thanks to the popularity of e-bikes, I can actually use an e-bike even with my mobility issues because the electric motor and the battery do all the work for me, making it nice and easy because it really is no effort to pedal my bike. In fact, without an e-bike, I wouldn't be able to get out at all. However, when I'm out and about on my e-bike, I haven't got the energy to be able to pump up a tyre should I have a flat tyre or a puncture. That is actually physically beyond me. So, although I carry with me a puncture repair kit and a spare inner tube, I've got no way of physically being able to pump that tyre up or possibly even change the inner tube because I just don't have the energy. So I was looking around for a solution and I came on Amazon. I came across one of these, which is a USB rechargeable cycle pump. It fits my. It comes with this adapter here. Now it fits my tyres, which are car tyres. I don't know whether they're Preston or Schrader. I don't know the difference between the two. It's very simple to use. You just basically screw that into there, and then screw this end onto your valve, and you turn it on. I don't know whether you can see it. It's on. Yep. You turn it on, and you set the pressure you want it to reach. In this case, the pressure I've set is 67 psi. That's what my tyres are, 67 psi. And then when you're ready, you just start it off. Oh, that's a bit of a racket. But if that was connected to your tyre, that would just go until it reached 67 psi and then stopped. Now, I was a bit sceptical that something this small and this tiny could actually reach 67 psi. But it was under £40, and I thought, if it works, it's great because it's pocket size. I can stick it inside my jacket or I can put it in my panniers, and it works and it solves the problem for me. How did I get on? Well, I got my bike out of the shed the other day, where it's been for the last 3 months because I don't really ride it in the winter weather. Um, and I got my bike out of the shed and I noticed that both the tyres were flat. In fact, the front tyre was the flattest, and that was down to 22 psi. So I thought, let's try this pump. I have got an electric inflator that I keep in the car, but I can't take that with me when I'm out cycling because I've got nowhere to plug it in. So I thought, okay, let's give this a try and see if it's actually any good. Will it reach 67 psi? Will it actually pump a tyre up to that higher pressure? Let's have a look and see. Now we come to the end, the ending, right? The ending. Oh, it's going to be fun editing this one. I'll tell you, it's going to be well fun. Right. So, well, there you have it. Yes, it will pump my tyre up to 67 psi. Not only will it pump my tyre up to 67 psi, it's actually got enough battery power in there to pump both my front and my rear tyre up from completely flat to 67 psi. And that takes about half the battery power that this unit's got. So I reckon it will do 4 tyres if you need it to. Then I made another discovery the next day. The next day I noticed I had a slow puncture on the car. And I thought, okay, let's just see if this can take my car tyre from flat to 33 psi. And do you know what? It did. In less than 5 minutes, it pumped my tyre up from flat to 33 psi. I was so impressed that I took the electric inflator out of my boot, and I've left that indoors. And I've now got another one of these that I keep in the car. And it will actually have enough battery to pump 2 tyres up from completely flat to 33 psi. It's USB-C rechargeable, so you can easily recharge it in the car while you're going along or keep it at home. But for me, this is a little energy and effort saver for my cycling, and it means that if I get a puncture, I can actually fix it myself at the side of the road, which is something I couldn't do before. There will be a link to the item on Amazon in the comments, but yeah, this is a great little gadget and one that I thoroughly recommend.